for Newport in the first round of the NCAA tournament with head coach Tim Shanahan and Staten Island guard Victoria Craig. Is that right?
Yes.
Okay,
Very good.
Coach, obviously, great season for you guys ends tonight. You want to just talk about the game first?
We just got beat by a better team. You know, we picked the worst night of the year to have our worst game of the year. And, look, not that you want to talk or go anyway. I just had a gentleman in the men's room pat me on the back and go, your kids didn't quit. And I go, they never do. And that's what I'm most proud of. And I told them that. You try to find positives and everything. And my first thing, I walked into the locker room and I went, oh, at least you didn't give up 100 points, just to make them laugh. And I try to bring things down to reality all the time, as Victoria knows. But it's a game. They were better than us tonight. Billy and I were already talking about getting him up in Staten Island next year. And I said, I want it. And I told the girls, and they want it. And it's a group of, listen. Is the game, bottom line. We got our butts kicked, and deservedly so. The better team won, without a doubt. And I wish them all the luck in the world, because they really are. There's something. I knew what I was walking into. I knew I was walking into the inferno. And it's pretty impressive. Well, kudos to them. Kudos to them.
Looked like they had a bit of an advantage on the glass. Is that Rosa kind of twisted her ankle there at the beginning?
Yes and no. Look. We got through the CUNYs at the last because we boxed out pretty much the two teams we played. And I told the girls every game, for 5 years I'm the head coach. We just write down, box out, box out, box out. And if we can box out, and we're small, but we're quick, but if we can control the boards a little bit, and that's what I told them tonight was the key to the game. And I knew right from the beginning, I said, oh boy, when things started happening, and I said, let's do what we can. And look, physical presence, she's my only big girl. And her going down, does it hurt? Yes. Jackie Callie, who was after her, was sick as a dog, food poisoning, something. Yet the kid went out and tried to play as hard as she could. Because her size, she's that smart on the court, IQ-wise, as smart as any kid other than Victoria on the team, but tough. And she just looked at me one time and said, Coach, I can't do it. And for her to say that, so you lose two of your semis, and you're getting a young freshman who's a young freshman. And she tried. But you know what? Like I say, bottom line, the better team won tonight.
Victoria, can you just talk about playing the NCAA tournament? And obviously, the game didn't go the way you wanted, but being here and playing that after winning the championship and being on the squad.
Well, like my coach said, as he's been saying all week, this could be a once in a lifetime thing, and to enjoy every moment. And I think we did. It's an honor to be here, win or lose. Like he says, go out and have fun. And I love basketball, so going out there, playing with my team, giving my all, it's worth every second.
One last thing, you guys obviously had a great year, no seniors.
No.
Talk about that moving forward. Things obviously look bright for the future.
It's a double-edged sword for me, because on one hand it's great, and on the other hand recruiting it's tough, because these kids are sharp today. They look at your roster, they go, no seniors, but look, I couldn't be happier, and I just told them to coach a group of young women that I did. And they'll all be back, and if anybody knew how hard they work for me and what I ask of them every day, not only just games, when people see, it's the behind the doors, it's the practices, it's the talking to up in the office, and just she handles, my mother, God rest her soul, Victoria, would tell you, because I write her like secretariat, and I say things to her, and I get on her back about things. And meanwhile, this is a kid who tore her ACL up in Canada last year. We lost her for the whole season. Came back as good a shape as anybody and played her heart out. I kept her in there for 40 minutes because I knew if anybody was playing tonight, this was the one. And she didn't let me down. But then again, she never lets me down. So this is the one kid that never disappoints me. Although she might think sometimes the way I talk to her that she does. And I, believe it or not, about 50 pounds ago, I was a point guard. So I understand, and I tell her that. And sometimes in practice, I impress them. But it's limited at best. But I understand what she has to think and do, and I'm rough on her. But, listen, bottom line, they're kids. They're kids.
Victoria, you just mentioned 40 minutes, obviously a long night. Are you hungry to get back next year? You can enjoy a little bit of a break here.
No, I'll probably be back in the gym next week, although he'll be calling me and telling me to rest. But senior year, gotta go all out.
And she also swims, by the way, also. She's a swimmer. And then until her knee, she ran cross country for school. So 3-sport athlete and almost, 3-something GPA?
Yeah.
3.67, so, right? So Typical D3 athlete, you know?
Congratulations on a terrific year.
Thank
We
you,
really appreciate
thank you.
having you guys here.
And we appreciate everything, we really do. This has been a wonderful experience for all of us, all around. This is a beautiful place, everybody's handled us so nicely, and we can't thank you enough. We really can't.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
That was very nice.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Too.